Math, let's get started today. Ladies and gentlemen, today, distribution with polynomials. Distribute means you are going to, what's that? There we go. Distribution means to multiply through. In other words, you're going to multiply every term in there by what you got. You know it's a skill quiz today, so you know we've been talking about those a whole bunch. Don't forget your first skill quiz. That first torture I give you is on Thursday of this week. Example, you already know how to do that. Go ahead and multiply that out real quick. 30 seconds on your own. And multiply that puppy out. Multiply that puppy out. All right, what's 3 times x? What's 3 times 7? Yep. Number one error people make. What do you think they do on that? People do not get that correct. What do you think they forget to do? Shalise. Distribute to which term? Yeah, they forget to distribute to the second term, to that 7. It is important when we multiply like variables that we, just like I talked about today, add the exponents. I truly think it's helpful if you are not getting these right. Jimmy, please don't talk, sir. If you are not getting these right, then we need to write those powers up here. So I'm going to do this one with you. I got 3x to the first, y to the first, and I need to distribute that to both that term and that term. So when I multiply 3xy times 2x, I multiply the coefficient times the coefficient. 6 times 2, 3 times 2 gives me 6. I have x to the first. I have another x to the first. So I add those exponents. 1 plus 1 is 2. So I have x to the second. I have y, and I have no y over there. So I just have a y.
Wait. What? Okay, I was.
Stop and check up real quick. Questions on that?
Start over.
Sure. I have 3xy times 2x. When I multiply that through, I add the exponents whenever I multiply the like variables. So I multiply the coefficient by the coefficient. 3 times 2 gives me 6. I have x times x. That gives me an x squared because I have a 1 plus a 1 to give me 2. I have a y. There's no y there, so I just bring the y along to the right. Jamila.
Is this completely done?
No, I got one more to do. I heard a lot of questions, though, so I wanted to stop and make sure I didn't go too far too fast. I multiply the next one. 3. What number is there, even though we're too lazy to write it?
1.
More people, please. 1. Right. 3 times 1 is?
1. 3.
Wrong. Thank you. X. I got x and I got y, so there's no like variable, so I just bring the x along for the ride. Then I have y to the first times y. Y times y gives me y squared.
Wait, okay.
I'll stop and check up. Questions, Michaela?
How do you know, what's a friend with you?
What's that? What's a what?
You're always gonna bring that with you, like whatever it is. You're just gonna add on to that.
Yeah. Other questions? Yep, Jimmy.
So, recapitulation here. Great. So it multiplies out to 6x squared plus 2y.
Yep.
All right, because I did that entirely wrong and got the right answer.
Miraculous. Take a second one on your own. Now try that puppy down below. If it helps, right, that you have x to the first there, y to the first there. 30 seconds on your marks. Get set. Math. Yes, I will in the next one, but it's hard for me to write those ones in there. You know I love me some vis-a-vis markers. This is not good. Not good. All right, away we go. For multiplying polynomial, or excuse me, we got to do this one first. So we go 7x squared times 2xy. Whew. 7 times 2 gives me what? 14. X squared times x to the first. We add the exponents. 2 plus 1 is? Right on. And I got y there, no y there, so just y to the first. If you write the one up there, totally correct. If you don't, of course, don't forget. We don't have to write it. Distribute it to the next one. 7 times negative 3 gives me a minus 21. X squared times x squared. Okay, I add the exponents. 2 plus 2 gives me x to the fourth. There we go. Don't forget, when we're multiplying by a polynomial, step one is we have to multiply every term in the first. You guys can't talk when I'm talking. Multiply every term in the first by every term in the second. That's a lot of words, though, so we got an acronym for it. By every term. And then step two, what do we got to do? We got to combine some like terms. Hopefully a word you've heard from last year is we have to FOIL it, but that's not till the next page. We have to FOIL it. Kind of odd, but we're going to skip a little bit, then we're going to come back and do this. I don't know why, but it's pretty verbose here. We don't need to do this as much. Flip over to the entire next page there. Entire next page. Still got it up there if you need it? But flip over to the next page. All right. All right, we got some big letters up there. As you know, usually that means in math, we got something big is coming up. FOIL in the box method of multiplying polynomials. The blank, the FOIL method is only used when you are multiplying two binomials. Now, it doesn't say it could be a quadratic binomial, it could be a cubic binomial, it could be a linear binomial. But you have to multiply a binomial by a binomial. Ladies and gentlemen, something if I run into you for 20 years from now, I hope you remember. And there's not a lot from this class I expect you to remember 20 years from now, but this is one of those things. FOIL, does anybody know what these stand for?
First,
Look at that. Jimmy is testifying. Jimmy, who'd you learn that from?
Middle school.
Thank you. What do they stand for? First. In other words, you're going to multiply the first terms in each one. So notice I got an example up here. I'm going to multiply the first and the first. That means I'm going to multiply y times y. Somebody else, what's the O stand for? Outer. Good job. Outer. Which are the two on the outside? In this one, I'm going to multiply y times 7. I stands for the inner. In this case, the two on the inside, which is 3 times y. And then the L stands for what? Last. In other words, I'm going to multiply the last two, and that's 3 times 7. First, outer, inner, last. That's what the terms are. Remember, FOIL means you multiply the first terms, the outer terms, the inner terms, and the last terms. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put an example up over here. We're going to go x plus 2 times x. Easy or hard one? Hard one. Why not? Minus 7. Yeah, boys. Let's on the last page. You have to multiply everything the first times everything in the second. We have the acronym for it. It's FOIL. First, outer, inner, last. Then you have to combine some like terms. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The first terms, I multiply the x times the x. That gives me x squared. The first term in each, that gives me x squared. I multiply the terms on the outside. That's the x times the negative 7. Negative 7 times x is negative 7x. And notice, ladies and gentlemen, I've multiplied the first term in this by both terms over here. Now I'm going to multiply the second term in this by both terms over here. I multiply 2 times x, that gives me a plus 2x. And I multiply 2 times minus 7. 7 times 2 is what? Yeah, then as Jamila's putting her phone away, a positive times a negative is a negative, right. You really like the boy, doesn't get you a graphing calculator, have to dump him. I mean, that's just how things work. Probably on Twitter. Maybe on Instagram.
Mr.
Maybe on
Baker,
Snapchat.
They have a lot of unnecessary writing in this bathroom pass.
I know.
You do.
Because Michaela, I was
She really has to go to the bathroom.
good. If I were you when I'm bored in some class, I would pre-fill these out.
I did.
Good job. Olivia, that was awesome.
Well, only 2 of them.
Why are you not in debate, girl?
Because I don't want to be.
This thing guy. All right. Am I done with this? No, because why? I have to combine like terms. Right. Are there any other x squareds? Nope. So I keep the x squared. Are there any other x's? Yeah, I got -7 plus 2. That gives me what? And then I bring the -14 down. Ladies and gentlemen, you have just foiled your first problem in high school. Hopefully you did it. Hopefully you did it last year too in middle school, but there's your first one in high school. Ladies and gentlemen, there are things that are important in this class. There are things that are not. This is going to be one of our skill quizzes this year. This is really important. I can't send you next year unless you got this. And notice how Jamila waited till the end of an example. Perfect timing. Jimmy, yes, sir.
So if I was to join debate.
Yep.
would it
Just
be
fight
bad
for
if I
it.
had a
I'm gonna go
Democratic
fix
liberal
myself.
point of view?
What's that?
Would it be bad if I had a Democratic liberal point of view?
No, it doesn't matter. We doesn't matter which point of view you have. We judge them based on their merits, not on their opinion. In fact, I would beg you that Colorado Springs is a relatively conservative area. So like Sawyer Smith, she's given hers on bridging the gaps between the LGBT community and the rest of the world. Her message will be better received up in Denver than it is here. Sometimes she runs into a judge that's just like,
I thought Denver was more conservative than Colorado.
no, Denver's way more liberal, especially in debate. Like things that people would probably get kicked out of a meet for saying here that they're like, yeah, that's a great argument. Good job. Kill all of them. That's a wonderful idea. I agree with you. That will solve overpopulation if we just exterminate everybody under 25. That's a great idea. But then you think about it for a minute, you're like, wait a minute. There'd be no more teaching jobs then. Minor side detail. So in Colorado Springs, they just be like, and there's the door. We're going to call the cops to make sure you actually leave. Don't ever come back again. Denver is much more liberal, especially Boulder. Boulder's very liberal area.
Denver was conservative.
Not for debate. Denver's for debate. It's much more liberal than it is. Pueblo and Colorado Springs are definitely the most conservative area for debate, and that's our region or our conference. Other questions? Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Now here's where I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't write this chapter, so we go from a nice, easy example to like cray hard. So this is where you flip back to the previous page, and you do this one right here under you try. This one under you try. Number 2. On your marks, get set. Math, Summer.
Yes. I don't get any of those.
Yes, you do. Summer, I can't have you lying to me. I know you do, girl. Because you say, oh, I don't get it. And then on your test, you're like, oh, I don't get math. Summer, can I give you permission to be good at math? It's okay. You are in a safe space. And you may say, but my boyfriend won't like me anymore. No. At DCC, that's what boys are looking for. A girl who can do her math.
Actually, that's pretty.
I mean, what was the number one thing you fell for in that boy you like right now?
I just want to know how to do this.
It starts with M, right? As
I don't
math?
know how to do it.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Oh, rock, paper, scissors. You got this.
1v1 me IRL me.
Yeah, that is a really bad position for you to take. Yes, you do. Summer, don't put that away, girl. You'll get it by the end of today. Don't put it
You're
away.
going to go over it again.
What's that?
You're talking about Camden.
Yeah, I'm going over that now. Girl, don't put it away. Don't give up. And what are you going to say to your own daughter when she's like, nope, I give up? Yes, you do. Or you say, yes, you can live in my basement for the rest of your life and eat Cheetos, honey. Don't you worry.
Cheetos is so good.
Last about 3 years.
What are you doing?
I like the spicy Funyuns.
No, you're not.
Those are good.
Summer, take it out. Do not give up on me.
Yeah, this is good.
Remember how hard you tried to give up last semester? I wouldn't let you.
Macaroons,
Summer.
like hot fries.
Summer, don't give up on me.
Oh no, the bag is down.
Oh, no. Oof.
You've lost.
You know how to make chicken bombs?
What's that? No, Jimmy, focus on the math, brother. Is there a single math thought that goes through your head during this period? No, I didn't think so. Okay, volunteers, let's take a peek.
I think
Michaela, what are the first two we multiplied? We just multiplied the what's?
the X and X.
X and X, right. Summer, take a peek up here. The X times the X. And what's X times X?
X squared.
X squared, right on. Okay, next one.
And then I did that.
No, somebody else. I know you got somebody else. What do we multiply next? We multiply the first. Now we go to the what, Kellen? Right. Notice how I'm making those little arcs to mention it too. The x times -3. What's -3 times x? -3x.
Oh.
Next, what's 4 times x? The inner two. Yep, plus 4x. And then 4 times -3 gives me -12.
I got
Stop and check up. Questions from you all? Yep.
I got -3x.
-3. Yeah, I got -3x there.
No, for the where you have positive 4x, I got it.
Do you have a positive 4? Do you have a -3 there?
Yeah.
That's okay. It'll work itself out. I'm not finished with this problem yet, though. I do have to combine some like terms. Questions on getting to there, though. Gonzalez, don't give up on me. Here I am helping you. Here I am helping. It's like I'm giving you free food. All you got to do is eat it.
Can you do that with me?
No. Do you realize the nutritional standards I have to meet? Okay, what are my like terms I have to combine? Yes, Shalise.
3x and 4x.
Yes, -3 plus 4 gives me what? Plus 1x. Can I just write x?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. Boom, there you go. Yeah, I'm going to give you a little foresight. Everybody look up here. Everybody look up here. Just for some foresight. 4 minus 3 gives you what?
1.
Huh.
-1.
4 times -3 gives me?
-12.
Let's do that one more time. 4 times -3 gives me?
-12.
And 4 minus 3 gives me?
1.
I bet there's a pattern there. Bet there's a pattern there. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's take a peek. Flip over to the 1, 2, 3, fourth sheet real quick. Let's do some fourth sheet. The second method we teach you here at Discovery Canyon is called the box method. The box method works for, it works for harder problems. The box method works for the harder problems. So here's how you do the box method. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, Summer's going to ask me, I don't get it. I'm going to tell you, I don't care which method you use to get it. Either one of them works. Either one of them works. And I don't really care. Some people are visual people. Some people are math people. I don't care which one you use to work. Here's how you do. You put the top term up here. You draw that box, 4x4 box, 2y minus 2/3. Ooh, fraction. Man, that's awful.
No.
Let's do this one over here first. Let's do 2s plus 1. And let's do 5s plus 3 over here. It is, but people are scared of fractions. I don't want to scare you of fractions to start off with today. So here's what you do. For the box, to figure out what goes in the box, you multiply the two things that make the box. So to get this box right here, you multiply 5s by 2s. 5 times 2 is? S times s is? S squared. Good job. 2 times 3 gives me? And don't forget to bring along the s. 5s times 1 gives me? And 3 times 1 gives me? Now notice, it's really doing the same thing. It's just a visual way to see it. Like there is no magic to this. It's the same thing. You just visually see it. So then you combine your like terms. I have 10s squared. 5s plus 6s is 11s. And then plus 3. Smiley face.
Wait,
Yep, Michaela.
how do you know like what order those?
Standard form. So I put them in order of their exponents. So I had s squared, s, and then no s. Next question. Okay, just real quick. How many of you think, man, I like the box method better? It makes my day. How many of you like FOIL better? Okay, are any of you wrong? No, it doesn't matter which one you use, either one. The only thing that's wrong is if you put away your sheet already when I was trying to give you a second method to help you. Like your daughter says, oh, I hate mac and cheese. I'm not going to eat it. And you're going over to make her favorite tuna sandwich. You're just about to give it to her, and then you realize she's gone. She's not going to eat dinner tonight, and you're just crying to yourself. Up here is math teacher, just tears all over. Okay, here's what you got to do. I don't care which method you use. Whether you use FOIL or the box. I want you to do the two beneath it. This one and this one. Then, if you want some extra smiley faces, try that one. On your marks, get set. Math, yes, Peter.
When would you not put it in standard form?
If you're going to Liberty. No, I don't know why I don't put it in standard form. How girl? telling you, Gonzalez, one day you're gonna be looking at Miss Little Gonzalez or little guy Gonzalez. He's gonna be like, I want to give up on math, Mom. I don't want to do any math. And you're gonna be like, I remember that one day in Beckman's class, which I wanted to give up to, but he wouldn't let me. He kept pushing me, trying harder to get me to go because he knew I could do it. He had proved all last semester that he could do, that I could do this. This is the moment that you have to decide: are you going to try? Are you going to not try? Don't make me cry, Summer. I swear, I'll cry right in front of this class if you don't get that stuff out. Yeah, I will.
Start crying.
Marcella,
I want to
You
see
ready?
you cry.
I'm gonna go get some more paper real quick. You better have that out, Summer. I'm gonna start crying, and then believe me, if King comes up here and I'm crying, he's gonna be like, "What'd you do?"
He's gonna go over and like, you'll hug his
Better
legs.
be out when I come back, Summer Gonzalez.
No.
Oh, you asked me if that.
There's a special level.
It really is.
The same
Hey. 3 times it's over this.
One killed 65. The other killed 80.
Come here.
King, come here real quick.
That's a whole.
Oh my God.
Ian, can I ask you 3 questions?
Yeah.
Ian, this is Ian Frothing, if you don't know. Ian, what class did you have to suffer through last year with me?
I was broke one.
Did I give up on you?
No.
But in fact,
Oh my
Ian,
gosh, no.
can you tell the story about, there was a test on the printer. Can you finish that story for me?
I didn't take it.
For how long?
For some time.
Let's put a little more concrete on that time. Like, how many months was it?
You know, months went by. I didn't.
Like, you all are about to take what is called the Chapter 6 test. Ian started the Chapter 6 test on the same day you guys are going to take it. But Ian, help me out. When did you finish that there test?
Right before the final.
Yeah, the last day of school. How many emails did I send to your dad?
Well, he almost blocked you. I can put in
You hearing this? So I sent so many emails, he almost blocked me trying to get you to take this test. How many times did I call you into my room to get you to take that test? So Ian, am I annoying or am I going to give up on you?
You're close. No, you won't give up.
Yeah, I don't give up.
But it is pretty annoying.
Yep. Summer, don't try me. I won't give up on you. Believe me. That was, if I would have just told Ian like tough luck, I would have saved myself hours of emails plus having to grade that test. Hi.
Can I print something out?
In a minute, yeah. All right, let's take a peek. I need a volunteer to come up and do this first one. Actually, about 6 minutes.
I lied.
Yeah, volunteer, come up and do this first one. This one right here. Reyes, come on up, brother. You're going to be internet famous. Jimmy, no.
They're doing the same thing we are.
Doesn't matter what side you pronounce, but like for like free.
No, it doesn't. You'll get the same answer at the end of the day.
Oh my gosh, box. Imagine a box. I like.
They're not factoring, they're foiling.
Oh, they're
Other way. They're just about to factor. Believe me, they're just about to have their life changed.
Rather less sir.
Yep.
Everything you're doing is on the board.
Yeah, I know, but I got to print this again.
I just have to print out my yoga form.
Oh,
But
yeah.
like I printed it 5 or 6. Actually, can I just borrow your keys?
Nope.
You're so excited. You don't know about that.
I don't know where to print it out.
Oh, man.
Turkey sausage. That's good.
Morgan, can you do me a favor, though?
Yeah.
Can you count me in there?
I prefer turkey sausage.
Then Marcel, as soon as we're done, he has his homework out. Or teach him to do some homework back. It's not pretty. No, they should be right. They should have 1, 3, or 5 already on. Ariana, follow. Yes.
Seventeen, 18, 19.
19. It's not good.
No.
No.
You're taking just a fight. That's good. Take the fight out of the threshold.
You guys gonna use your boss budget on it?
Caterpillar's good for you. If you just eat
Reyes, brother, explain what you got, sir. And Reyes, sir, what you get?
Well, I got 9m squared plus 15m minus 15m minus 25. And then the like term 15s cancel each other out. And I got 9m squared minus 25.
Right, I need a volunteer to do the second one. Volunteer, actually, just take a peek. Compare with the person sitting next to you. Compare with the person sitting next to you. Becca, you guys see what you got there?
I do. Yes, right.
Yes. Yes. Linnea, I hear you saying I'm worried about doing drugs tonight, and I will take care of that problem for you.